Right.
I need a piss anyway. Go.
I think, starting off with, I'd say a bit of a bang, a bit of a lively sort of note. Again, sort of very, very textural piece, I think, in a lot of ways. A lot of, there's a lot of sort of guitar tracks and stuff going on there, isn't there? There's a lot of layering. I think it's really and some cool stuff going on the drums as well, isn't there? In that, and a big fat bass line. Let's not forget the big fat bass line.
The bass line's the best bit, to be fair.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. The bass line's fucking class.
Although I quite like the riff that you play at the end.
Yeah.
That's quite nice
as
well.
I don't think we nailed that.
I didn't play it, mate.
I don't think we didn't get the tone right. But the actual, it's good, man. And I like that key, not key change. The, how would you say it? Phrasing.
Yeah.
Of the chords at the end.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
Harmony.
Yeah, that's it. Changes. So, but it's kind of masked, so you wouldn't really be able to tell, but you sort of can tell.
Yeah.
And the end's really nice, man. It reminds me, it's very much like Coldplay Parachutes, kind of, big, open guitar riffs with like a load of drive and
yeah.
Man. It's good.
Yeah. So when did you write that song?
I don't know, to be honest with you. A while ago. Yeah. All of these songs, I didn't write Cars and Girls, but
that's true.
All of these songs are pretty old, to be honest with you. No, sorry.
Fractures is not.
No, Fractures and Frame to Frame are quite old. Quite old songs.
Yeah.
I think Fractures was written, I want to say like 2020, maybe, and it just existed for a voice note, as a voice note for ages. I didn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
And then I just did the demo.
Yeah, I remember when I first joined the band, we were trying to figure out a set list, and you were like, you kept flirting with putting Fractured, and you're like, I just can't get it to sound right though in that setting. Because I mean, at first there was a point with the first gig where it was just me and you backing tracks. Yeah, I can't imagine that Fractures would have sounded great in that context. No. But
I don't think it sounds good with all of them. To be honest, it's a really difficult song. There's a lot of like content in it, and there's a lot of layers, and like trying to replicate that live is extremely difficult. I think we do a pretty good job, but
I think we definitely need some more looping stuff in there to get the full whack of it. Yeah. And so, do you mind explaining to me what it feels
like
to you like it's about? Yeah.
Sorry, say that again.
Do you mind explaining to me and the people watching at home what it's about to you? What does the song mean to you?
Fractures. It's about feeling, I think, isolated is a sort of isolation's a theme that I think runs through a lot of the tracks on this album. That was the route I was going down with that.
Yeah.
Really. Just I might have even been on a night out or something like that, but I just think back to our uni days, man.
Yeah.
Like some of the shit that we got up to, it's quite bizarre, really, to me now.
Yeah.
At the time, you just go with it and it's just a laugh, but some of the stuff that we were cracking up with was So it was just a comment on self-destructive habits.
The fractures that we create in our own lives.
Something like that. Yeah.
That's really interesting. Yeah, you're right. Insofar as like we might played through these songs a million times, but it's weird that it takes actually asking that question directly, because obviously when you having written that song as well, it's I'd had a totally different understanding of what that was.
What did you think it was?
I don't know, not that. I guess it's not totally different.
Fractures is quite an interesting one because I think in the lyrics I'm always trying to resolve something. I'm always wrestling with something, and I always try and come to some sort of conclusion as a sort of, a bit of closure from something. But Fractures is one that's just kind of like, it's not really in anything. It's just an observation on those kinds of lifestyles and the choices that people make, and the choices that I've made previously that are not good choices. And it's just a comment on that, really.
I guess if I was to say what I sort of hear it as, is like, and I think this goes throughout a lot of your lyricism, is sometimes I feel like there's a call for some kind of salvation in it. Like, forever chasing tomorrow. Like, there's this hoping statement that, at least for me as a listener, that tomorrow will be a better place, but not necessarily knowing that for sure, because we can't see the future. Yeah.
It's interesting, man. It's interesting to hear how people interpret things. That's not. I don't think that's what I meant, but
it's cool. Fuck you.
Yeah. It's a cool interpretation, nonetheless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Excellent.
Take us away.
Take it away. Take it away. Got the demo of Fractures up. Interestingly enough.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll see. I guess. We'll see. So I guess we're gonna go through that now.
So, you prefer the intro on the demo?
Okay. Yeah, let's get that out of the way.
We didn't quite get the intro right.
You're kind of contradicting yourself though, Kyle, because yesterday you said nothing about the EP could have been any better.
Fucking hell, keeping the receipts.
Yeah.
No.
I like the intro as it is. I haven't listened to the intro to this version though for a while, and there is more stuff going on, isn't there?
I think I don't know, with the way it ended up, the intro that we've got works better. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you took the intros in isolation and then just stopped there, but I think
let's give this a go and see how we get on.
Let's
angle,
see, yeah.
Isn't it?
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah.
The guitars are really nice as well. Should be on there. Missing something bass-wise.
What's that?
Missing something bass-wise.
Yeah.
It's not like bad bass, it's just that bass becomes quite an important thing in the actual final version.
Let's just go back for that for a sec. So I want to see what's actually going on. So
this was opposite to the. Oh, you're on about the intro.
So we got one lead with that as well.
We've got that in. We had that in the thing.
Then we've got that, haven't we?
Yeah, but it's not in the intro, is it? We just do it in as it kicks in.
I think so. Then
we've got that.
I think you sort of combined those two parts, didn't you?
Yeah. Sounds great, just the intro. I think the clipping on that rhythm guitar sounds actually quite nice though on this.
Yeah.
It's just like really squared on. Fully like compressed.
Brick walled.
actually look at the wave, it just does look like a brick wall, doesn't it? You love them fucking shimmers, don't you?
What's your problem with the shimmers?
I do like the shimmers, actually.
The shimmers don't like you. What's that one then?
It's just... It's just following...
Dublin.
Yeah, it's doubling with the vocal line. We didn't put that in there. That does sound quite nice, that, doesn't it?
And then again, similarly for this one, so we've got the real drum sound by Gavin again, yeah, came through. And then we usually sample something underneath, so we got this half chord sample.
That kind of really inspired,
yeah,
I think, what the drum sound was going to be.
And then, whatever that is.
Quincy.
Quincy
Oh,
Jones.
Quincy's wearing a fucking trilby.
And then...
Oh, Finn.
Finn Lappin.
Finn Lappin, yeah. Shout out. To be fair, the drums on this demo are actually good.
Yeah.
We didn't have much to figure out, I don't think, going into the studio drums wise.
No.
Tom just sort of nailed it.
Like, yeah.
I quite like this part as well.
Yeah, same. I think we did try, but I just couldn't work it out, could we?
You should let me have a go.
Yeah, but I think we did something quite similar to that though.
Yeah.
I think I was playing that combined I think it's just there's the main sort of picking through the chords, and I think it's just half of what I was playing, but a bit more bouncing on those notes rather than moving through them as much.
Yeah. But we changed the chords though, didn't we?
But we did,
So
we changed the chords, so it does, yeah.
I think the end song's actually quite different to this.
Yeah.
It's just a nice tone that is though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite shoegaze, isn't it? Reminds me of like Stephen Wilson's demo a bit.
What, sorry?
Reminds me of Stephen Wilson a bit.
Yeah. That's the thing with those kind of tones though. They're kind of like you can find them once and then trying to fuck off.
No.
That's so annoying.
It is. Yeah,
you make those tones once, but then trying to replicate them is really difficult because they're so. You just. Bruv, I'm gonna lose it. Brav.
Yeah. I think what we ended up going for though, like with the I feel like it ended up being having that that riff at the end as well, and the bit with Shannon's vocal. I think it ended up being
that bit that she does.
Yeah. I think it ended up being really pretty.
Yeah, man. No, don't get me wrong. I think the end result's fucking sick, but
yeah.
I think there's just a couple of bits in here that it would have been nice if we could have
combined that.
Yeah.
I think the end result's a lot more
refined.
Yeah, and a lot more probably dynamic than this in terms of.
Don't forget the Mellotron.
Oh, of course.
Trusty Mellotron.
Trusty Mello. Yeah, I think it's a lot more dynamic in terms of the overall sort of dynamics and
Dynamo.
It's more dynamic.
So-
In terms of the dynamic, it's more dynamic.
no, I think like overall it has a better
more band
shape.
oriented.
Yeah. Whereas this, yeah, it's just different, isn't it?
That is fractures, bit by bit, piece by piece.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Frame to frame.